Okay, so we're looking at, we can go ahead and come down. This continues down. Just pick up your pen. Imagine this goes behind, and then we've got a little leaf up there. Keeps going. And then it's coming down and comes to the pot. So we've got all of that. It looks like the next closest thing may be this leaf that comes down beside these. So if you notice where this comes out, it's about halfway between these two leaves, and I'm looking to see where this is going to make a downturn. So I look back at the pot and I go across and up just a bit, and I see that's where it's going to end up. So it curves out. We keep looking back at our example in order to stay on track. And then I know that it's going to curve up and actually touch this leaf. And then we just want to go ahead and finish it off. We see that we keep picking up our pen, and you can probably imagine it goes back behind here and it turns back down. Okay, so now that we've got that, we can do these two daisies. So we've got one daisy. We're looking to see where the center of this daisy sits in relation to what we've already drawn. Well, if we look at the bottom of this bell and we go across, we will see that this is not a circle, but it is like a flattened oval, and it's vertical. And so we see that the top of that is level with that. And how much space is between here and here? Then we can go ahead and draw that flattened oval. Now, this is the same thing again. We know that daisies, their petals are all the same length, but we're drawing what we see, not what we know. So we are going to go ahead and draw the long ones first. We've got all of these on this one side are pretty long, but then it quickly shifts. This one's pretty long too, but there's one in between. But then these on the back, just tiny little curves. You can barely see them. So once we have that, we know that there's a stem, right? So we're going to come, but we pick up our pen, we pick up our pen again, we go, and it's going to come down close to this other one that we've got. Have one that follows that same line. And then we are going to look at this one last daisy here. We see that it sits out about as far as this daisy, a little bit farther. We look at this tip, and we've got, again, a flattened oval and pretty long petals. They get shorter. This gets shorter as it goes around. And got that. We see that there's a stem that comes off of that. Now what we might want to do is start back here at the base, and then we start curving it. And we just curve down to the center of this flower, and then we've got a curve that comes back up. before we get to this middle leaf, we see that there's another leaf that comes down, and it actually goes through the petal, but I'm a little too far to make it there. So I'm just going to go ahead and curve there. And then there's a curve, and it comes down to almost like a little point there. And a curve. Again, all flowers look different, and it's okay if ours turn out to be a little different looking. Okay, so we've got these two, we've got these bells, we've got this daisy. Why don't we go ahead and hop up here and look at this tulip? So what we want to do is we want to see how this tulip sits in relation to the daisy, because we've already drawn that. So we can see it's about that far up above the daisy. So if you want to put a little line, that's great. We see that there's a U shape that comes up on one side and a U shape on the other side. Now from this U shape, we've got this line that comes down. We're going to draw what's closest to us first, and we look and see where that intersects on the U shape. We see that there's another one. There's a line that comes up here and it ends up here. Do you see that? Now all we need to do is fill that in. And then we see that there are three curves that join between these two. What we can do is just put the middle one in first, and we're going to see how high up is it. Well, it sits up pretty high, up there like near these two at that same level. But then we're going to connect one extra curve there and connect one extra curve there. And from the top, we see there's a curve that comes around and comes down and touches the center. And then we've got a curve that comes up here that comes down and touches. And then we've got the one in the back. So there is our first tulip. We are going to bring that down with the stem. And you can imagine it goes back here if you want. I don't know, or it can kind of just disappear back there. All right, so we've got this tulip. We've got these. Really, one of the next closest things is this rose. So why don't we take a look at the rose? What we want to do is we see that we could even draw a little straight line off of, it's a straight line that kind of tilts to the left. And we see that we've got a series of curves. We've got one curve, and then another curve that comes out. Then on this side, we've got a curve that comes up. Also, just above this, we've got this shape right here. So it's like a little almond. Let's get that in. And then sitting right next to that is this other shape. Off of this shape, you can see it comes up in curves and comes back down. We can also see that this far right shape, it curves and it comes back down and touches like that almond shape. And then up just above this, out of that curved top, there's a shape that curves up and comes back and touches there. Now off of this kind of long one, we've got a long one to the left, a long one to the right. We see that there's a little point right here. There's like a little thing that comes up and something sits on it that looks almost like a sweet potato shape. I don't know. It's the best thing I've got right now. Let's go ahead and get that in. And then off of that sweet potato shape, we've got a curve about a little bit lower than halfway down off that sweet potato. It's going to curve around. Then off of this curve, we just come around, it goes out, and then it comes down to like another point. Now once we've got that in place, we've got a short and straight little line here on the left, on the right, and we've got a short little straight line here on the left. And then off of the left of this sweet potato, we've got a curve that comes down and touches this pepper shape. And then we've got we've got a curve that goes up from here. It goes up, and back down into the sweet potato shape. And then we've got, let's go ahead and join these two if yours don't. And then just above where this little swirly thing is, we've got a curve that comes up, and then we're going to see it goes back down and touches down in this long shape that comes to the right. Yay! So that is also done. Now that we've got these two flowers in, we can do this second tulip. So we can see that this tulip starts kind of even with this, in between those two. Ooh, I didn't leave myself a lot of room, but we've got that. You can see that the U shape comes up. Again, like we drew the last tulip, it's going to curve and then come down and touch close to the middle. And this curves around, comes down and touches close to the middle. Like the other one, we've got, let's try just coming off with a curve, another curve, and then join it. And then this back one comes off from the top of this curve. It's going to go down, up, down, and join. So we have got that done now.